everyone, this is Maki. The promotional video celebrating the 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing has been released. It was unveiled alongside a newly arranged version of the theme song, which brought joy to many fans. The video was edited to evoke the atmosphere from when the anime originally aired on TV, which was a nice touch. Today, I'd like to take a closer look at the video. It contains many interesting details, but for now, let's focus on Wufei. Along with the video's release, future developments were announced. Depending on the region, Gundam Wing gained huge popularity as the first Gundam released in English-speaking countries. Of course, it's also a popular series in Japan. I'd be so happy if its popularity continued to grow. Before we jump into the main topic, let me share a quick announcement. On my channel, I'm currently accepting support through memberships. For 19 yen a month, you can get a name badge and comment stamps. Alright, let's begin the analysis. First, let's talk about what I'm sure everyone is most curious about: the mobile suits. In the video, we see Gundams wearing cloaks. These forms resemble the Gundams that appeared in Frozen Tardrep, the sequel to the Endless World story. When I first saw them, I was shocked and thought, the Frozen Tardrep Gundams are in the anime now. But it seems that's not the case. Details were revealed at an event held in San Diego, California. Apparently, these are brand new Gundams called the Cloaked Custom. Each one adds Cloaked Custom to the original name, such as Wing Gundam Zero Cloaked Custom or Gundam Death Side Hell Cloaked Custom. At the end of Endless Worlds, the Gundams were destroyed. This means these are newly built Gundams. Additionally, the official English website announced that they are producing a story taking place between Endless Worlds and Frozen Tardrep. Perhaps these Cloaked Customs are predecessors or prototype versions of the Gundams that appear in Frozen Tardrep. Let's take a closer look for any clues. Check out the face of the Gundam Sandro Cloaked Custom. It has a mask-like part added to its face. It looks very similar to Shehira's the mobile suit that appears in Frozen Tardrep. There's likely some sort of technological connection. Fans who have read Frozen Tardrep might be thinking, wait, Wufei's Gundam is different. That's because in Frozen Tardrep, Wufei pilots the Gundam Epion. Since there aren't any illustrations, we can only imagine what it looks like. He pilots a Gundam called the Gundam Epion Pi, which is equipped with the Dragon Hang. Does that mean the Ultron Gundam Cloaked Custom gets destroyed midway through the new story? Or does it end up getting parts from the Epion? It really makes you wonder. Now, let's focus on one of the main characters, Wufei. At the beginning of the promotional video, we see a woman dressed as a martial artist. Her name is Lo Mei Lan. Mei Lan is Wufei's wife. She appears in Zero, a Gundam Wing spin-off comic. Zero was actually meant to tell parts of the story that couldn't be included in the anime due to scheduling constraints during its production. Therefore, the character Mei Lan already existed when the anime aired. However, since she didn't appear in the anime, many fans had no idea she existed. Wufei and Mei Lan weren't in love. Their marriage was arranged by the customs of their clan. From the moment they met, their relationship was far from friendly. Eventually, the two of them competed in martial arts and fought. Wufei won decisively. Mei Lan had taken on the marshal named Nadeku. Wufei remarked they say Nodeku will someday be the guardian of our clan, but Nodeku is too weak. He gave the name Shenlong, meaning divine dragon, to the Gundam that was under development at the time. He gave the Gundam a name that signaled its power, even greater than Nodeku. Toward the end of the story, the Earth Alliance attacks the space colony where Wufei and his people live. It wasn't a war, it was essentially a massacre. The Alliance decided to use biological weapons to wipe out a clan that refused to cooperate with them. It was an inhumane operation. In response to the attack, Mei Lan got out to fight. She pilots the Taogi Shilong and launches into battle. The Shilong is a mobile suit built during the development of the Shenlong Gundam by Master O. In terms of performance, it's identical to the Taogi piloted by Zex Marquis. However, it shares the same for its acceleration generates G-forces beyond what the human body can withstand. Nevertheless, Mei Lan is willing to sacrifice her own life to protect those without power. Wufei joins the battle, driven by his belief that I don't want to be a coward who abandons his wife. Together, they win the battle. However, Mei Lan suffers severe internal injuries and dies in Wufei's arms. Most of the Earth's Alliance enemies were taken down by Wufei's Shenlong Gundam. Judging by their ability to achieve victory in combat, Mei Lan would be considered weak as Wufei said when they first met. Yet, Wufei tells Mei Lan you are stronger than anyone. Hearing those words, Mei Lan smiles and passes away. Wufei interpreted this to mean that the Gundam protected by his wife contains her soul, and began calling the Shenlong Gundam Nodeku. In the new promotional video, Mei Lan appears in any form for the first time ever. This is truly an astonishing moment. Then, we see a scene in which Wufei walks away from what appears to be a grave. Anyone who has followed the story this far has probably figured out that this is Mei Lan's grave. Without a doubt, it is Mei Lan's resting place. Shortly before her death, Mei Lan spent time with Wufei in a field of flowers. She looked at the flowers and smiled, saying, "They are beautiful." Wufei chose to lay her to rest in the flower field she loved. In the new promotional video, Mei Lan strikes the same pose as Wufei in the anime series. However, perhaps it's not Mei Lan mimicking Wufei's pose, maybe it's the other way around. Could the Wufei we saw in the TV series have actually been taking on Mei Lan's pose? Could this be interpreted as Wufei deciding to fight alongside Mei Lan's spirit, blending her martial arts with his own? In the promotional video, there's a scene where Mei Lan appears alongside a Gundam. Back when Mei Lan was alive, the Shenlong Gundam was incomplete. Therefore, the one shown in this scene must be the Ultron Gundam Cloaked Custom. It has a fan-like part on its face. This feature differs from that of the Shenlong Gundam. The Shenlong Gundam is shown in the background during the martial arts stunt scene. Therefore, the fact that Mei Lan, who is deceased, is shown with the Ultron Gundam Cloaked Custom suggests that as Wufei believes Mei Lan's soul lives on inside the Ultron Gundam, Mei Lan has a somewhat lonely expression on her face. Could this be a sign that Wufei is about to face hardship? Lastly, let's take a closer look at the newly revealed Ultron Gundam Cloaked Custom. While most of its body is concealed by fabric, the dragon hand is clearly visible. The blue color of the dragon hand makes a strong impression. It may also be connected to Mei Lan. In fact, the setting mentions that the Taogi Shilong was painted blue. Master O and his team painted the Shenlong Gundam and the Ultron Gundam. Perhaps the Ultron Gundam Cloaked Custom was painted under Wufei's direction. This new story seems to explore the relationship between Wufei and Mei Lan in greater depth. There were many other intriguing elements in the new promotional video. For instance, the Gundam Epion has a different design than the one seen in the TV anime, often referred to as the Endless Worlds version. In the final scene, we catch a brief glimpse of a pivotal character from Frozen Tardrip. I'll continue to analyze this video. Please look forward to it. Thanks so much for watching until the end. See you in the next episode.